welcome. See, previous to last class, I uploaded question number 19. I noted down 16, 17, 18, 19. Previous class, I given shortcut, no numbering given. Now, continued. Question 20. Now, we are starting T sections. Actually, remember, those who are sincere and follow everything, we reached a stage where I don't have to explain anything. Write the question and some steps you write. Silent class is also okay. Means what? You see here. But still, I will briefly explain. Or, if anybody feels, oh, this person suddenly not explaining too much, etc., do one thing. Go to lecture 55, part 3, where I told something, then I told there is a limit for everything. I told very clearly there's a limit for everything. You cannot taken for granted that a person will tell same thing 1,000 times, 100 times like that. But still, I know what I am telling is beyond the limit. So that I am helpless. Suppose by these words, if somebody is not going through my class, no problem. He does not deserve it. Okay, start. First T section. First I'll do one thing. Make a note. The popular T section is always this way. This projection is equal to this projection. It is symmetrical about YY. But X-axis is not symmetrical. This is symmetrical. But this is popular T section. But subject point of view, first I will take a random, see, not equal. 400, 20, 16, 250, this projection 125. Okay. Note, now, see, X bar, Y bar, I wrote there. Where, with respect to this point, see, this all I told you. Your X bar, Y bar, origin, we will take here. Bottom left extreme, Abelco, O. Suppose you got difficulty, do one thing. This question is the same question of locating centroid, part 3, lecture 19, question 7. I mentioned. So, actually, I don't have to explain anything. Still, divide into parts. See, I will take this as part number 1, this as part number 2. See, to 400, this is 125, this is 16. From 400, subtract 125 and 16, you will get, I think it is correct, 400 minus 400 minus 125 minus 16 is 259. Okay, correct. 259, you will get this distance. Now, 16, 250. This is 250, so total is 270. I told you, if the overall is given 250, this will become 250 minus 20. That's all. Primary school mathematics. Okay. Rounded means calculated. Okay, start. Now, see, for this one, this is 400, its midpoint is here, G1. Somewhere here is G1. Little this side, okay, little this side. Okay, G1. This CG centroid is G2 here. Now, start. OX, OY reference, you write everything. There is no axis of symmetry here. So, they want moment of inertia about centroidal axis, means they want IXX and IYY. So first you have to locate XXYY, XX by using Y bar, YY by using X bar. These all has become things of the past. More than 100 times I told. So those who are serious, they will understand. X bar from OY, A1, X1, A2, X2. Formula you write. See, 400 by 20 into half of 400. For this one, 16 into 250 into, see, it's centroid from here, 125 plus 16 by 2. Divide by area, will give X bar. Y bar from here, 400 by 20 into Y1, 250 plus 20 by 2 or 270 minus 20 by 2. This area into this distance, 250 by 2. You get Y bar. Once you get X bar, Y bar, immediately right here, go back and look at the axis. See how x bar we got 177.667. See, 125 plus another 16 will give you 141, still more. But up to centroid is 200. So little before centroid of that rectangle, maybe somewhere here. See, without disturbing anything, jump. YY. The 16, okay. From here to here is your x bar. 16 I am putting outside. X bar I will do one thing. 16 I will put here. Okay. Why disturb it? Okay. 16. Space is there. Okay. Now, from here to here is your x bar. X bar. I don't have to write x bar also. How much? 177.667. Then you find from this extreme edge. You require it. See, from this extreme edge you may require. The ink is not writing properly. I have changed the ink. Is this is very easier. From total 400, subtract 177.667. 222.333 is this distance. Okay. 222.333 calculated. From here, y bar, we got 215. See, this midpoint is 125. Up to here is 250, little earlier. So, see. This is your x-axis axis. And from here to x-axis axis, this distance is your y bar. Your y bar equal to, round number came, what to do? Round number came 215. So from the top edge, if you calculate from total 270, subtract 215, it will come 65. Why? 70 minus 15 is 65. No. 55 I think it is. It is 55. Oh, then I made a mistake here. 55. Where is it? Here. Okay. It is 55. Okay, no problem. Such things happen. Sometimes what happens is when you calculate, where is the calculator? Where I put the calculator? Here. Okay. Now this is marked. Okay, now everything is over. Now write. See, I may write wherever I want. Now start calculation of Ixx and Iyy. Right, first parallel axis theorem, I about any axis equal to, if you don't write, you are losing, Ig plus A into h square. I told these all I am not writing now. There is a limit, I told, a limit for everything. How many times, same thing I told, how many times I have to repeat? There is a problem with the ink actually, it is not writing properly. Okay, I will just change later. Okay, start now. First, I about x-axis. See here. Start. Figure number 1. Come to its own centroidal axis, parallel to x-axis. 400 into 20 cube by 12 plus area into from centroid to x-axis. This distance square is 55 minus 20 by 2 whole square. Okay. Come to this figure. First about its own centroidal axis. 16 into 250 cube by 12 plus 16 into 250. Somebody asks, sir, how you got it? Leave it. Don't come to my class. 16 into 250. Why? After so much of explanation, by words I told parallel side into perpendicular side cube by 12. If still doubt is there, you are not studying, not fit for structural engineering education. Sorry. Okay. Area into, see, from centroid to x-axis. This distance square is 215 minus 250 by 2 whole square. Write whatever answer you got. I told whenever I write a full expression, answer I am not interested. Why should I waste my energy calculating it and waste time? Leave it. Now, I about YY axis. Start. First here. Centroid is here. See, YY disturbing me. YY, go that side. Little that side. I'll tell YY, please go that side. Okay. First, come to centroid. First about its own centroidal axis, parallel to YY. 20 into 400 cube by 12 plus area into, see, this distance square is, see here, look this side, this distance is 222.333 minus midpoint half of 400. See, this is 400 by 2, this is 222.333, so 222.333 minus 400 by 2 whole square. Or if you want to understand more, from centroid to here is, this is 400, see, this is 400 by 2, that also will do. 400 by 2, from that one subtract this distance, how much? 177.667, anything will do, that number squared. Okay, then I think I am going out of camera most probably. Today a camera I enlarge a little compared to earlier, slight enlargement. Okay, no problem. Then, but I explained by words. Come here. First I about its own centroidal axis. 250 into 16 cube by 12 plus area into, see, the G2 is here, G2. From here to here, this distance square. This distance square is 177.667 minus 125 also minus 16 by 2 whole square. Or if you want to look that side, it is, see, it is, how much it is? 259 is from here to here. 259 plus 16 by 2, see, alternative if you want. 259, then plus 16 by 2 will give you from right edge up to here, this distance. Subtract this distance, how much? Minus 222.333 whole square also will do. Write whatever answer you got. So you can look any side, but correctly decide the perpendicular distance square, perpendicular distance, then square it. Okay, this will complete I about XX and I about YY. Now, question 20 over. I am saving some time now. Question number 21. Find moment of inertia about not centroidal axis. I will ask you, this is not same question, see. Same thing I will maintain to save the time about some random axis. I will tell AB and CD. Okay, now some note you require. I will show you where is AB and CD. See, your AB is somewhere here, outside. They want outside axis AB. Okay. They will ask you where. From here, come down by 80. Okay. Then where is CD means? Here. This is CD. Where means from here, go right side by 60. This is a question. Now, what all I tell, you should make a note. If you understand correctly, make a note. As I clean the board, I will tell the statement for you. I am not bothered to see the sketch there. In this question, moment of inertia is required about two given axes. One of them is called AB, other is called CD. They do not want moment of inertia about centroidal axis. Therefore, in this question, centroidal axis, that is XX and YY, are not required. If you locate, you are wasting your time, because they want moment of inertia about what? See that two axes there. One of them is what? One of them is AB, other is CD. Therefore, directly divide into two parts. See, I divided. Divide into two parts and then correctly mark. This is not 60. I want more space there. So I will take 110 here. 110 here. This, okay, 110. I am changing it. 110. Okay. And then you mark those axes about which they want moment of inertia. See, one of the axis is somewhere here. AB axis, right? AB axis. Where is AB axis? Now see, this X, Y, nothing is there now. See, that AB axis from here to here, they told in the question, it is 80 mm, okay, given. and CD axis is here. How much it is? 110. Little this side, okay. This is their CD axis. Where CD? They told from here further by 110. It is told in the question. So now they want moment of inertia about AB and CD. I told this earlier for you. Whenever moment of inertia is required about a given axis, you do not waste time on locating centroid. Simply divide into parts and mark the axis about which they want moment of inertia and simply start enjoying calculation of moment of inertia using parallax theorem, right? By parallax theorem, I about any axis equal to, as usual, now I stop this one. Next question, I will stop the statement. Ig plus A into red color, H square. This you do not write all these and simply you what? Without bothering anything, if you do simply write something and not properly understand, then you are losing square. This you cannot do. Once again you have to do it now. See now. I am maintaining same question. Why? To save the time. Start. Now, the two axes marked. First, I about AB. I have to change the color because this red is, okay, I about AB and I about CD. This already I told you earlier. CD. Okay, start. I will not use red color because it is not writing. Okay, start. First, figure number 1. I about AB. First, about its own centroidal axis. 400 into 20 cube by 12. If not clear, leave the class right now. Plus area into from centroid G1 to AB. See, this distance square. See, this perpendicular square is 80 plus 250 plus 20 by 2. Here's here. 80 plus 250 plus another 10 by 2 whole square. Actually, red color required because the red is not writing. I have to change the ink. Okay, I'll put red bracket H square plus I about its own axis. 16 into 250 cube by 12 plus area into from centroid to the axis is, see, this distance is 80 plus another midpoint 250 by 2 whole square. Get the answer. Location of centroid is not there in this question. If you locate, it is waste of time. Okay, then I about CD. Anywhere they can give. See, they want about CD. Start first. I about its own centroidal axis. 20 into 400 cube by 12 plus area into from centroid G1 to CD. See, perpendicular square. 110 plus this is 400. 400 by 2. That's all. 110 plus 400 by 2 whole square. Red color is not working properly. So I will show the red color. Telling that what? Remember, you are always red color, H value. Okay. Then here, I about CD axis. First about its own centroidal axis. 250 into 16 cube by 12 area into from G2 to CD. This distance square is 110 plus 259. See, you should be careful. 110 plus 259. See, 110 plus 259. You reached here. We want from here. So plus another 16 by 2. Plus 16 by 2 whole square. This is the H value. Okay. Red color I am showing only. Get the answer. This will complete question number 21. Okay, now question number 22. I will write and explain. Once again, centroidal axis is there, but symmetrical T section is most important. Okay. Next question, very important. Remember, this is very, very important. Because practical point of view, this is the T section. That last time was random given. Random given is only to understand. But when randomly given dimensions, it gives you more understanding. Okay, start. Find moment of inertia about center of the axis. See, 250, 16, 12, total 300. Write a note here first. Before you start, make a note. I will keep on dictating. Moment of inertia required about centroidal axis. That is Ixx and Iyy required. So you have to locate Xx and Yy, for which you have to locate centroid G. But remember, this section has symmetry about Yy. See here. See, when it is not given, understood, this offset equal to this offset. Therefore, this is symmetrical about Yy. See, symmetrical about Yy. This Yy is axis of symmetry. So, X bar calculation is not required. You require only Y bar. You take bottom reference, calculate Y bar, you write the formula. Now I will do one thing, just for a change. Last time, upper one I took 1, lower one 2. Now I will change the mind. Now I want lower one 1. Y means my choice. I will take 1 and 2 here. Okay, start. A1 Y1, A2 Y2 divided by A1 plus A2. By this time, if this is not clear, not fit for education. Okay, right here. Once you get this one, come back here, mark 222.944. See, somewhere here. This is your Xx axis. See, from here to here is your Y bar 222.994 millimeter. Therefore, from the top you calculate, I already noted down there, 77.006. See, this time, total 300 given, so this you have to calculate. And Xx marked, Yy directly marked through centroid. See, symmetry axis, no location, jump, Yy. And I will tell now only, when you find moment of inertia about Yy axis, see, Yy axis, both G1 and G2 lies in Yy, perpendicular from G1 and G2 will be 0. I told, if the centroid lies in an axis, then when you find moment of inertia about that axis, Ig plus A square, H becomes 0, so only Ig. This all I told earlier. So, earlier means I section classes, so many classes I told. So, right, okay, now start. As usual, write parallel axis theorem. I equal to about any axis equal to Ig plus A square. If you do not write, you are losing. Start. I about Xx. See, this is somewhat, I will tell you, exercise question. Okay, Yy here. I about Xx. First I about its own Xx axis, its own centroidal axis. 250 into 16 cube by 12. That is your Ig plus area. 250 into 16 is the area into from centroid to Xx. This distance square is 77.006. Now red color is okay. I change the pen. 006 minus 16 by 2 whole square. See, Ig plus AH square. Next here, I about its own centroidal axis plus 12 into 284 cube by 12 is Ig plus area. 12 into 284 is the area into from centroid to this distance square is 222.994 subtract, see, from this distance we want from here to here, subtract this distance 284 by 2 minus 284 by 2 whole square, calculate, write whatever you got. Then I about Yy axis. Now I will not explain much. See, start. I will give last warning for you. Whenever you find moment of inertia about an axis, If the centroid lies in that axis, when you put ig plus a square, whatever is the area, h becomes 0, so only ig. Remember. Now I will not tell again and again. Start. Centroid G1 is here. Oh, I think I interchanged. What to do? I took this as 1, that as 2. It is interchanged. Okay. Okay, no problem. See, or make a note. This is by mistake. Okay. This is I about xx. I about xx for 2. Okay, no problem. 2. This is, okay, I told this is 1, that is 2. No problem. Interchange. This is your I about xx for 1. Or do one thing. 1. Or when you calculate, write that one first, then write this one. That much you cannot do. When you write, first write for 1, then write for 2. Okay, start. IYY. Start here. I about it. See, now first I am writing for YY also. I will do same thing. Why? Because I will maintain the order. See, start here. First, second one. I about YY. First axis passing to centroid, parallel to YY. Oh, same axis. So 16 into 250 cube divided by 12 plus area. 16 into 250 into the centroid lies in YY into 0 square over plus for this one I about its own axis 284 into 12 cube divided by 12 second one plus area 284 into 12 into once again 0 square because centroid lies over. See, red color 0 square. 0 square. Write the answer. Again remember, this is your IYY for 2. This is your IYY for 1. Okay. Then somebody will tell, sir, why you are struggling that way? You make that one and 2, but then this will change. See, this will come there, that will come here. Okay, no. Then formula becomes what? Nope, instead of A1Y1 plus A2Y2, I will tell A2Y2 plus A1Y1. Okay. If you, what way I explained, you see, I by mistake, not mistake, I earlier took this as 1, this as 2. Now I took this as 1. First I told for 2, then I told for 1. You write that one here, this one there. If that much you can't do means don't study from me. Okay, over. Now 22 over 23 question. 23. Okay, 1 minute. Almost same question, no change. Same question. But this time it is easier because, see, same question. For the given T section, find moment, this is not all that important, moment of inertia about, see, some 1, 1 and 2, 2. About, I'll tell 1, 1 and 2, 2. So now they will tell in the question, where is 1, 1, where is 2, 2. This way you cannot do it. Actually remember, you have to write the sketch once again. Okay. Start. A, B, nothing is there now. Start. They are telling you, your 1, 1 is here. See, this junction is 1, 1. This is 1, 1. Where is 2, 2 means this junction is 2, 2. This is 12. See, this is 2, 2. See, this question is only for understanding. Okay, start. 250, 16, 284. G2 is troubling me now. I will put shift this side little. See, this is your G2. I don't want that. G2. Okay. I will take 1 and 2. Okay, now. Write, mark the axis about. Now, write the statement. Moment of inertia requires about 2 randomly given axes. Therefore, this time, no XXYY required, X bar Y bar not required, none of them required. Directly mark the axis. One of them is 1, 1 here, see, red color. Why? This is their 1, 1. Why means they want it. See, earlier all, top edge, bottom edge I told, this is 1, 1. Where is 2, 2 means they want 2, 2 here, see, 2, 2 here. Okay, no problem, 2, 2. Directly start. I about any x equal to usual formula ig plus a square. If you do not write, you are losing a square. Okay, start. I about 1, 1. Now principle, start. 1 is here. I about 1, 1 they want. First about its own centroidal axis parallel to 1, 1. 12 into 284 cube by 12. 12 into 284 cube divided by 12, Ig, plus area. 12 into 284 is the area into from centroid to 1, 1 axis, this distance square. Oh, that distance is 284 by 2 over, see, 284 by 2 whole square, that's all, over, plus. Figure number 2. They want I about 1, 1. First about its own centroidal axis, parallel to 1, 1. 250 into 16 cube by 12. Ig plus area. 250 into 16 is the area into from centroid G to 2, 1, 1. This distance square, oh, 16 by 2. Oh, very easy. 16 by 2 whole square, over. Calculate and write whatever answer you got. I am not writing answer all, write the answer. Okay, now I about 2, 2, this 2, 2. This 1, 1, 2, 2 is not this 1 and 2, their 1, 1, 2, 2. This is our 1 and 2 division. Okay, start first for 1. I about 2, 2. First I about its own centroidal axis, parallel to 2, 2. Oh, 284 into 12 cube by 12. 284 into 12 cube by 12 Ig plus area. 284 into 12 is the area into 20. This question number is 23, correct? 20 is that, no, it's not 20. I forgot the question number. I'll check it. Okay. 284 into, I think I not change the question number, I think. 280 into what? This, see, about 2, 2 they want. This distance square, 12 by 2 square, over. Next you should be careful. Okay, start, plus. I about 2, 2 they want. First about its own axis, that is 16 into 250 cube by 12. 12, Ig plus area, 16 into 250 is the area into, be careful, from centroid to here, this distance square is, see, first you see what is this distance. We want this distance square. This distance is, see careful now, this is 12, so you require this offset. You require this offset. Or 1 minute now. Can you do easily? No, you require the offset. Centroid is at what? 250 by 2. This is 250 minus 12 divided by 2. See, each offset is symmetrical. 250 minus 12 divided by 2. Calculate, it will come 119. Now answer is, see, this is 119 plus another 12, red color. 119 plus 12 will give you, oh no, not required, you can do directly. This is how much? This is 250 by 2. Up to here is, you require the offset. Okay, see, 119 plus 12 will give from here to 2, 2, this edge. So from that distance, subtract this distance, midpoint, minus 250 by 2. 250 by 2 whole square, calculate the answer. This all explained for you. Work out. I think this is question number 24, I think. I will check it and then I will go to next question. 1 minute. that question 23 is correct. Now question 24. You make a small note here. See, last two questions, not two questions, some 3-4 questions I did for T section. Now inverted T. Inverted. See. Now when I take inverted, question 24, again for understanding purpose, I will take no symmetry here. See, 60. Last time, see, if you remember, last time when I did first question, I put lesser this side and more this side. Now, this side more, this side lesser to understand. Or make a note. This question is, here question is, find moment of inertia about centroid axis. But actually this question is the same question for locating centroid G in part 3, lecture 19, question 19. It matched. Okay. Make a note or search there. I think correct. Made a note there. Lecture 19. Yes, question 9. Question also 19. Question 9. Oh, sorry. It is question 9, not 19. Okay. Question 9. 9 also? Is it correct? Yes, question 9. I made. Okay, now start. Briefly I will explain. See, first centroid moment of inertia about what? You have to find Ixx and Iyy. Therefore, first centroid G location, Ox, Oy, X bar, 1 and 2, this area into what? See, its own centroid is here. Centroid G1, this centroid is, this is 200, this is 130, so this side, see, G2 is here. G2 is here. So, this area into 130 plus 10 by 2, this area into 200 by 2. When you do Y bar, this area into 12 plus 250 by 2, this area into half of 12. X bar, Y bar, you got. Faster. Or question 9, part 3, lecture 19, I took 20 minutes for, more than 20 minutes for locating centroid. Go and refer that one. Okay, now, locate the axis. How much you got X bar? 117 means this is 130, see, somewhere here. Oh, but 1 minute. This is 200, see, half is 100, so not here. It is slightly after G2. See, that's also equally important. This is your G2. Little this side. Okay. See, this is your G2. Little out of scale. Okay. 200 by 2, 200 by 2. That should be little lesser that side. Yes, now okay. Okay, now okay. Okay, now X bar you got 117. This is 100. This is 130. See, here. After G2, but before this junction, this is YY. From here to here is X bar. 117.857. From other side, calculate, it will be 82.143. Y bar 72.837. So it will be much earlier. See, somewhere here. X-axis axis 72.837. From the top edge, it will be 127.163. I noted down. It's not wasting time. Okay. Now we want I about XX, I about YY. I won't waste time now. Start. I about XX. First about its own centroidal axis. 1 is here. 10 into 250 cube by 12 plus area into this distance square is 127.163 minus half of 250 whole square. It is there. For this one, I about its own axis. 200 into 12 cube by 12 plus area into, see, this distance square is 72.837 minus 12 square. Now further explanation means waste of time. Iyy, be little careful. First about its own axis, YY. 250 into 10 cube by 12 plus area into, see, this distance square is how much? See, this distance square, look that side. From here to here is 82.143. From 82.143, subtract this distance, 60 plus half of 10. Okay, then For this one, I about its own axis. 12 into 200 cube by 12 plus area into this distance square, 117.857 minus half of 200. Yes, you get Ixx and Iyy. Now, question 24 over. I will close now. Question 25. Same question, but remember, this time it is symmetrical section. Symmetrical section. I noted down somewhere there 10, 200, 100. Okay. Because I already prepared the y bar values. Okay, this way. 10 and 16. Okay. Inverted T, but symmetrical. See. This way. 10, how much I took there? You cannot see it actually. Total is how much? 200. Total given is 200. This thickness is, I took 16. This width is 100. Not given. Understood that these two are equal offset. Okay. Start this question. So, pausing and restarting recording, single stretch I will do it. Because I noted down y bar values. Y bar I noted down. So before I started recording, to save the time, I checked it also. Okay, now start. First, divide into parts. One rectangle here, thickness is 10, this way, and here smaller, 100. Okay, 100. This is 10. The total depth, this depth is how much? Total given is how much? Total given 200. When the total is 200, this is 16. 16, huh? Yes, 16. So this will be from 200, subtract 16, you get 184. Calculated value. And this width is how much? This width is here 100 over. I will take 1 and 2 as usual. Anyone, I will take this as 1 and this as 2. Okay, now make a note. This is symmetrical about YY axis. See here, YY axis. You don't have to bother about YY. Don't locate it. This all you are right, YY axis. How much distance means? Each will be half of 200, 50, 50. Okay. Then XX you have to locate. From bottom edge, see, take reference axis here. Take reference bottom edge, AB. From AB, you find Y bar. See, centroids are here. Its own centroid. This centroid is here, G1. This centroid is G2. See, A1 into 16 plus 184 by 2 plus A2 into 16 by 2 divided by total area, Y bar I got 61.488. Correct, huh? 61.488, correct. 61.488 means here. This is your XX axis. From here I got. You have to calculate it. I am not explaining why. Such a simple question. Okay. This will be 138.512. Okay, now start moment of inertia. I about XX. Then I about YY. Write a usual statement. Parallax theorem, this one, that one, all you write yourself for me. I don't want to waste time now. Okay, start. Figure 1. I about its own axis. 10 into 184 cube divided by 12 is Ig plus 10 into 184 is the area into from centroid to XX. This distance square is 138.512, red color. 138.512 subtract half of 184. 185 by 4 to 185 4 by 2 whole square plus for this one I about its own centroidal axis 100 into 16 cube divided by 12 is Ig plus area 100 into 16 is the area into from centroid to XX. This distance square is 61.488. Subtract half of 16 whole square. Write the answer. Okay, now when you find IYY, make a note. This centroid and this centroid both are lying in YY. Therefore, when you do I about YY, perpendicular distance is not there. IG plus A square, H is 0 for both, only IG. Okay, IYY. Start here. First, I about its own axis. 184 into 10 cube divided by 12 Ig plus 184 into 10. I already told more than 10-15 times y 0 square. 0 square. First one over. Second one, I about its own axis. 16 into 100 cube by 12. 100 cube by 12 plus area 16 into 100 into again 0 square over. Calculate the answer. Okay, I am winding up the class now. 25 over. Next time what I will do is, first next time I will go for channel section. But before channel section, first I will do 2 to 3 sections, see this way, turned this way. One this way and one more this way. One of them, this I will make symmetrical. Here I will give different values, 2 different values here, so that you understand. So these two will be next time most probably question number 26 and 27. Then same class I will continue for channel section. So title will be channel section next time. Today title is T section. Okay. Over. Thank you.